Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Line gets set, first down. The run from the shotgun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Canes want to move quickly. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Trucks through the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He leaves it with the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. They run the reverse. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20.
Yeah, that shit crazy. I haven't seen a reverse done on me.
Inside the 15. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable.
Yeah, he's trying to play like Marcus, but that shit dead. It ain't happening.
From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that interior?
That's what's going to be what's fucking me up. My O-line.
Hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that, runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Quickly to the tight end.
Oh, my God, I have a touchdown down the field.
Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers.
Ooh, they bailed me out. They bailed me out. That should have been picked.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes...
Can't throw the ball no better than that.
You could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore. He jumped on his chance to make a play. interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
He trying to do reverses wherever Kelvin Johnson Jr. at. I mean, Chris Johnson Jr.
He's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to throw. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's into the open down the middle.
Not the Wildcat reverse pass, bro.
Touchdown, Kingz.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. fires to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm waiting.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And the Kingz want to crank the tempo. It's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. Running it back, it's Branch. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Carr. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Canes will hustle to the line. On second down, he'll fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Oh, it's a reverse. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Touchdown, USC! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Power football with the run. to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Tempo in overdrive. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Kingz getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The expressway is wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Marches ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They will score! Touchdown, Miami! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays, not 3, just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by just 2 over Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid...
He's off to the races. The 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Kingz want to pick up the tempo. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled after picking up the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Kingz! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive.
He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. That'll be a gain of about 7, leads them with 3rd and 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter.
Miami, 35. USC, 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. It's reverse. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Kingz have their offense in high gear.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Kingz come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Carr.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option at working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The hand to the running back. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Motion from the offense. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd start the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point except they want to run up the score. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He'll start this drive firing. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Takes the easy completion. Spin, still running. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch on the left. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 24 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their...
Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kingz. And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Oh, it's loose. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Oh, the ball squirts out. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it!
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking...
Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned.